Immortality is one of the most unique video game experiences I have ever had. What presents itself as a sort of choose-your-own-adventure style detective game utilizing actual film shots instead of computer-generated graphics is actually much more. There's a lot about this game that I don't want to share in this review because it's best if you go in as blind as possible, but I can say this: Sam Barlow is an absolute legend. Barlow is the writer of Immortality, a game in which you search through clips of 3 unreleased films: Ambrosio, Minsky, and 2 of Everything. The cause of your investigation? The disappearance of Marissa Marcel, lead actress of all 3 films. Your search for Marissa will have you digging through footage spanning 3 decades, match-cutting scenes to unlock new clips and discover the truth about why none of these films were released and what happened to Marissa Marcel. The quality of the footage presented is absolutely brilliant. There's over 200 clips to find in Immortality, and after spending several hours past the credits, I still have yet to uncover every last piece of information. There's always a new piece of the puzzle to find, and it's almost always enthralling to discover. Throughout the footage, there's a phenomenally acted ensemble cast, both on and off the actual scenes. Behind the scenes of the fictional films, there's plenty of looks behind the curtain of Hollywood in the 20th century, from workplace discrimination to the examination of an artist's boundaries. Immortality is filled to the brim with depth and nuance, and as such is the type of game you really need to sit with at full attention. There's a lot surrounding the game that's definitely going to be confusing to players on first impression, but the more you dig into the footage, the more the story becomes clear.
Will you drive me?
I'll have an officer drive you. I'll walk you.
You explore the game strictly through the videos. You have complete control, being able to start, pause, rewind, and fast forward the footage at whatever speed you wish in order to find what you're looking for. Starting with one lone clip, you can search frames for objects or people that reappear in other clips, and in doing so, you unlock those scenes. Very quickly, your lone footage turns into dozens, and the story unfurls in front of your very eyes. You're constantly being bounced around the timeline, sometimes getting a scene from 1968's Ambrosio, then jumping to a behind-the-scenes interview on the set of 1999's 2 of Everything. Because of the constant jumbling of scenes, it's another reminder that the game's narrative is not for the faint of heart, or more appropriately, faint of mind. There's 2 actresses I need to give a special shout out to. As I've said, there's excellent performances from everyone, but Manon Gage and Charlotta Molin definitely steal the show. Gage is amazing as the missing actress in question, delivering a performance with range and power given the various different events conveyed in the game's 8-ish hours of content. Charlotta Molin, on the other hand, plays a character that I'll leave in the shadows, as their role in the story is one that completely turns the game on its head. But she gives an absolutely spellbinding performance the whole way through, and there were multiple instances in which I was genuinely terrified solely due to her acting skill. Be warned, Barlow definitely remembers his Silent Hill days, and he's got some spooky stuff hidden here. Tread carefully.
Or do I sense nothing? It's just a good case.
How did it feel then?
How did it feel? I was surprised. I don't usually...
Some people may take issue with the design of the game, and that I can understand. For the most part, you can beat the game by simply clicking random people and objects until you get all the clips you need. But in order to truly understand what's going on, you really have to dig deep. I rolled credits after just 4 hours of play, but continued for another 5 just to try to make sense of everything I've experienced. To be fair, I think the game should save those credits for later on, because I don't think there's too many people that would have that ending automatically click for them, but at the same time, mileage is definitely going to vary for each player. Because of the amount of options for you to match cut with, it could take you much longer to reach that final conclusion. It all depends on the choices you make throughout. But I do encourage you to keep exploring as much as possible. The story only gets better, and the acting is just a marvel to watch. One thing I can absolutely promise you before you begin your investigation: you have absolutely no idea what you're actually in for. The game constantly subverts your expectations through story beats that both play on the industrial norms as well as create something wholly new and heavily profound. Barlow and his team have completely outdone themselves here and created a story to rival the best of its AAA rivals.
Very excited to meet Douglas Simons. I'm a big fan.
Billy really likes gladiator books.
Tell us about Fred.
Immortality is easily a forerunner for Game of the Year. Never in my time playing video games have I ever felt so sucked into a story, so engrossed in a narrative that so effortlessly pulled me in new directions while still maintaining its integrity and intrigue. The game turns an anthological film trilogy into a gigantic interactive puzzle, and every person will solve it in a different way. Featuring a plethora of memorable performances ranging from emphatic to pure horror, Sam Barlow has crafted his best creation yet, and it's something any mystery fan should download immediately. Have you played Immortality? What did you think of it? Let me know down in the comments below. Are you gonna pick this up? If you haven't, let me know. Like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys next time for whatever it is I'm doing. Alright, see ya.